Hello everyone, welcome to this special episode of Beyond the Barclay with me, Jez Davies. I'm joined with my illustrious co-host Morgan Hewitt on the scene at Bridewell Museum in Norwich.
Why are we here?
We are absolutely delighted to be celebrating our first birthday today. So I can't believe we've made it to a year, let alone one episode. You know, we've managed to go for a year. It's been quite a year.
Yeah, it has.
And we decided to come to a local asset like the Bridewell Museum and have a look around today. They've actually got a small Norwich City segment as well, haven't they? And they very kindly let us use this shop. So we're shopkeepers today, aren't we, Morgan?
Yeah, not for the whole day,
no,
because we've got things to do. But again, just want to say a big shout out to the Bridewell. Thank you for having us and putting up with our folly. Did they like to post or something that you put out?
It was actually off the back of a message, one of many messages that I received from your good self, and he said, "Oh, I've gone to the Bridewell Museum and they've got this Norwich City segment," and I thought, right, well, let's get that put out on our socials.
Yeah.
And they said, "Oh, thanks for coming to visit," and that's where the relationship started. So
yeah, it's really good.
Yeah.
So I guess how are we here? How are we here? So I know we've probably talked about it a bit on previous episodes, but do you want to kick off with where did this all come from? Because this is all from your brain, isn't it?
Yeah. It pretty much is. It's something I've actually thought about doing for a number of years. So 2 or 3 years. My inspiration was XFM podcast with Carl Pilkington, Ricky Gervais, and Steve Merchant, and that kind of like comedic approach, but also taking someone like Carl and making him the star, making him the every man, someone that and they did, and it was Ricky and Steve, and then Carl. But what we tend to do is we go and give people like Carl the opportunity, maybe not Carl Pilkington, but people like him to come and speak to us about their fandom of the club. And that was what I always wanted to do. I didn't want it to go down the route of it being like a tactics conversation, or what player are we going to sign. Sure, we talk about that stuff, but it's more about that person,
that fan journey.
Yeah,
I think that's one of the things that. So for those who don't know, I was the very first guest on Beyond the Barclay. And I always bring this up to you because I love how my mind works. I was said to my friend Woody, who was always features on this podcast or something. Yeah. He's had more shout outs than I don't know who.
He's got Andy written on the bottom of his shoe.
And he's got Andy on the bottom of his shoe. But this guy put out a post on a Norwich City fan message board called The Pink 'Un, which probably many people know, asking for guests to come on this podcast. And I said to my friend Woody, who has had more shout outs on this channel than I don't know who, but I was like, should I do it? And he was like, yeah, go see how it is. And I was like, in my head, I was like, what if the guy's a weirdo? What if he becomes a stalker, and then I have got decides to cut me into pieces? So I decided reluctantly, I replied. And was I the first one?
The first guest, the first person to reply. Yes, you were. Yeah, you were the first person to reply, and very kindly give me your time. We were on there for an hour, and that was the first sort of reincarnation. Is that right? Reincarnation?
No, first version. First
version of Beyond the Barclay was just audio, so it was just we didn't know what each other looked like.
No, we didn't.
We had a good, just under an hour, wasn't it, chat? And I think I was very nervous because I was like, it's out of my comfort zone a little bit. Yes, I wanted to do a podcast for a while, but it's not so. When I was actually there, I was like, oh, I don't know. But yeah, I felt you put me at ease very quickly, very easily. We had a really good, positive chat, and I think we didn't maybe get that many listeners, but it was really positive. We didn't.
I struggle to believe that. No, I'm joking.
To be fair, the first one was very well received, and all joking aside, it was really well received amongst not only the sort of the Pinkham community, but the wider audience as well. So I thought, well, there's obviously something in this. Let's keep it going. We had maybe sort of 10 episodes before we introduced Beyond the South Stand.
Right.
And the first Beyond the South Stand guest was Adam Shortland, who a Luton Town fan.
Okay.
And
so Beyond the South Stand is the opposition fans who come to Carrow Road to watch their team. So you interview that fan about their fan journey.
Yeah, exactly that. So we started that in October or November, I think it was, of that year, last year, sorry. And that was brilliant. We actually got an away fan travelling to Carrow Road for every single match of that season.
Yeah.
Which obviously you came involved with in January, as we'll probably touch upon later.
Yeah.
And it kind of broadened the horizons of the podcast, because we weren't just then focusing on Norwich fans, we were then focusing on fans of other clubs and kind of finding the similarities of that, but also there was obviously differences to that as well. Yeah,
100%.
So, different, if someone, particularly if we use Luton as an example, they've gone from the Conference to the Premier League and are going, at the moment, on the way back down again, but hopefully not too far. But it's, it was interesting. We haven't experienced that as Norwich fans, so it was interesting to see how he went on that journey with that football club. Yeah.
I mean, I think that I remember between the episode that we did in September, I can't believe it's been a year ago, and then the subsequent autumn-winter months, you chased me a little bit, didn't you? You chased me. You chased me for my signature.
Yeah, it was, you say it was about October, November time. I was thinking we need another element to this podcast. And it was not because of any other reason than I just think sometimes two heads are better than one.
Yeah.
Was 100% two beds are better than one, but two heads are better than one. And I think having that, someone like yourself that's very, very different to me in some respects, but also very much the same.
Chalk and cheese.
Well, we are, and I think we, very quickly built up a good working relationship in terms of being able to approach speaking to other fans, whether it be a Norwich fan or an away fan, or someone like Stuart Webber that came on the other week. It's just felt natural, and I think it's been great having you involved. So thank you first and foremost for your efforts.
Well, no, happy birthday to Beyond the Barclay.
Yeah,
I was about to say you, and I was like, well, no, because there's others involved as well.
Yeah.
So just before we dive into a bit of a retrospective on favourite episodes and things, we have to kind of give a shout out to other members of the Beyond the Barclay team, because there is more to this than just me and Jez. Yeah. So if you want to I feel like I'm interviewing you.
That's great. It's fun. Yeah.
It's like,
I'm sure it'll be role reversal at some point.
It's like an episode of Beyond the Barclay. Anyway.
Yeah.
So if you want to tell the viewers at home who the others are and what they do, I think that would be a really good testament to the work that they also put in.
Yeah. So obviously you'd agreed to get involved in January, I think it was. Turn of the year.
It was, yeah.
And I think at that stage I had already interviewed Killian O'Grady, who was Fan of the Year. So I'd seen Killian's videos probably for the last 2 or 3 years. And when I was thinking about, let's extend this team a little bit, I was thinking, what a perfect opportunity to have someone that clearly cares about this football club and their fans. Yeah. And just see what he wants to do, see if he wants to get involved and how that could work. Mm-hmm. And I'd never really thought that it would explode into what it has become with him. So I mean, Killian's, what he does for us is second to none. So he's at every single, bar 1 or 2, he's at every single game, home and away. He does a pre-match video with his own style. So it's not just like, oh, today we're going to play 4-2-3-1 and Sargent's injured, and he goes into detail about the places that he's going, or the teams that he's, or a specific date. And I think it's interesting. Fans love it, as far as I'm aware.
All 5 of them.
All 5 of our fans love it. And I think what he's brought to our channel is brilliant. So obviously if you're watching this, Killian, thank you. I'm sure he will.
Yeah.
And just keep doing what you do. I'm excited to see what he's going to bring with Nick as well. Nick Lyle, who was another former guest of ours. Yeah. From the Road City. So yeah, Killian's absolutely First rate.
Yeah, and we've got ADQ, who obviously is an ex-former. That's a it doesn't matter what that is. He's a former Norwich player. As a guest, a great guest as well. Had a lot of fun on that episode, didn't we, at the end? But he brings a different perspective from talking about expectations as a youth player, as what the expectations would be on the squad, on the game, behind the scenes kind of opinion. And of course, like, is involved in a little bit of charity work as well in terms of the Say It Lad stuff. So that's a completely different perspective from what any of us could bring to the table.
Well, exactly, completely different.
Exactly, like a sportsman's mentality. Although you've had your time, haven't you, as a striker, which you always bring up. No one cares about.
No, 2 left feet.
But yeah, that's. I mean, he's been excellent. As well. So.
And what about Ollie?
As obviously
your protege.
Obviously, as me and Jez are like of a certain age, we have a brilliant TikTok data and analysis called Ollie Sadler. So he does a lot of the TikTok stuff, analyzes the data, gives us insight and pointers onto that side of things, as well as kind of, you know, insight from a younger fan's perspective about how the club is moving and where it's moving to, and if that sort of side of things is being represented. So I think, Ollie, thank you again. You've been, you know, again, these people, they give up their time. Ben behind the camera, he's given up his time to kind of jump on board with our folly. But yeah, and then Izzy. You want to talk about Izzy?
She's brilliant. So we got Izzy involved last season. She actually came on with her friend Lacey, and it was a great interview. It was really good to hear a little bit more about the women's game. We'd already at that stage done the stuff with Alex.
Yeah, we talked to Alex Beadnell, so the women's media lead at Norwich, and Andy Cook as well, the head coach of the women's team. So we had like a bit of motion in the works with regards to the women's team. But I think Izzy has just taken that aspect on and ran with it, and really gone to town with it. And she's really growing into that sort of that host of the All in Yellow podcast is what it's called. So if you haven't checked it out already, please do check out the All in Yellow podcast, which focuses on the women's team at Norwich City Football Club. And last but not least, Ruben Clark.
Ruben Clark, here he is. Ruben, what a guy. He's obviously helps Benjamin out on occasions, but also has helped us with editing some of our videos as well, and has also is currently studying football journalism at Derby Uni. So it brings that aspect of and knowledge, I guess, of that side of things. So thanks Ruben for all of your hard work.
So that's a little bit of a brief rundown of everyone who's been...
Have we forgotten anyone? I don't think we have we?
No.
I'm trying to think now.
Me? Yeah, you've forgotten me.
Yeah, we didn't talk about it.
I
suppose we did a little bit at the start.
We don't need to talk about me.
So we have actually had some guests this year, funnily enough.
Yeah, I know.
And some of them have been very kind to actually send their birthday wishes in. So here are some of our wonderful guests.
Hello everybody, I hope you're doing well. This is just a quick message. Connor Southwell from the Pink 'Un here to wish Beyond the Barclay a very happy first birthday. Jez and the team there, including obviously the excellent Adrian Coote, have been doing a fantastic job over the last year, building it up, offering a really good alternative for the Norwich City space and for Norwich City fans. The podcasts are always great listens, including obviously the recent one with Stuart Webber. They're always fascinating. I'm always interested to tune in, and of course it's been great to be on the show on a couple of occasions. So I'm wishing everyone involved with Beyond the Barclay a very happy birthday, and obviously keep up the good work heading into 25-26. Hopefully a much better season for us all following Norwich City Football Club.
Hi guys, Chris Gorham here from BBC Radio Norfolk. I was just on my run. I'm training for Run Norwich at the start of next month, and I suddenly remembered when I ran past this yellow wall that I'd forgotten to say happy birthday to you guys for a terrific year on podcast and everything else that's gone with it. You've turned Killian into the star that we always knew he could be. I loved being on and talking about all things Norwich City on my episodes a few months ago now. But the highlight, the absolute highlight of the podcast for me has been commentating with Adrian Coote on a game at Carrow Road last year while he tried to film some content for you. And if ever there was an advert for us men not being able to multitask, that was it. Poor old Cootie trying to film something and talk coherently on the radio. He just about got there. Anyway, happy birthday, guys. Keep up the good work. And anyone who's doing Run Norwich, see you there. If I'm permitted a little plug, I'm running it for Big C. And if you go on my Instagram, link in bio, as they say, if anyone can spare a few quid for a sponsor.
He keeps bugging me to wish you happy birthday on Beyond the Barclay. So, happy birthday. I'm not under any duress to say this, but happy birthday Beyond the Barclay. It's the best podcast, apart from about 3 others. So well done, everyone. Happy birthday and all the best.
Happy birthday Beyond the Barclay. Too many good Norwich City memories to share, but I'm now able to share all those good memories with our friends at Duncan's Club, who are living with dementia. So it brings back very many happy memories to them. So thank you very much. Keep up the good work on the Ball City.
Can I just wish Beyond the Barclay a happy first birthday? And thank you so much for having me on there, even though I was a plonker, but really enjoyed my time. Thank you, Jez. Thank you, Morgan. Currently doing some volunteering for Community Sports Foundation at the Fun Day at Hethel. Wishing you all the best for your 2nd year. Thank you.
Happy birthday Beyond the Barclay from everyone at Norwich City Women's Supporters Club. Thank you so much for having us on recently. We really enjoyed the podcast and we look forward to speaking to you again in the future. Happy birthday!
Hello everyone, Billy Norwich Shirts here. I'd just like to wish Beyond the Barclay happy first birthday. And if it weren't for the boys getting me on the pod, I wouldn't own this 98-99 third shirt that was missing from the collection, which the boys managed to sort me out because they had one. And I'm super happy. So thank you so much, boys. Happy birthday.
Hello Beyond the Barclay podcast and happy birthday! Thank you so much for letting me be a part of the podcast. That was such an honor.
So, a year. 7 months ago, I joined this, whatever, your
vanity project.
Your vanity, yeah. Your vanity project.
Yeah, cheers.
And I'm still here. What, over the course of the last year, give us one of your favourite Beyond the Barclay episodes, and why?
So, I mean, Cooties was brilliant. I thought it was just great to. Do you know? I didn't know what to expect, and I think what came across was his passion for Norwich, his passion for football, his challenges, which he was quite open and honest about, and I just felt it was a really honest and frank conversation. And for us then to sort of get him involved after the episode as well has just been brilliant. So I think Adrian Cootes was brilliant. In terms of South Stand as well, or just Beyond the Barclay?
Oh, you go South Stand too.
Tommy Boyd.
So explain to the audience who Tommy Boyd is.
Tommy was is a radio personality. Was the most, his words, this is the most sacked man in talk radio history. So he's quite controversial, and he wouldn't mind me saying that. But he was a Portsmouth fan, so I don't know how I managed to get hold of him, but I managed to get hold of him. He said he'd do it. He came on, gave us an hour and a half of his time, and got to obviously talk to him a lot about the human zoo and all of that. So, you know, from a personal point of view, that was very good. I really like the first one with the Luton fan, Adam, who actually I went to university with. I saw him actually on Saturday when I went to go and watch Itchin, funny enough. But yeah, it's I like that aspect of things where, you know, we can go away and talk to the away fans as well. So
yeah, it brings, I think the idea is to bring a little bit more of a positive kind of aspect of, because you can have like this, I mean, it's a natural rivalry, it's tribal, I get that.
Yeah.
But there's so many commonalities with our, you know, fan base in the EFL, in the Championship.
Yeah.
You know, the highs and the lows, as it were. And I think that's part of the why the Championship and subsequent leagues below are just, there's so much, it's so interesting.
Yeah, definitely.
You know, I'm not going to slate the Premier League, it serves a purpose, but it then changes. The aspect of the football changes.
Yeah. What about yourself? What would you say is some of the better ones you've?
I mean, I always bang on about this. If regular listeners of all 5 of them check it out. But the Drew Broughton episode on a personal level, because it made me realise that I had some things I needed to come to terms with that I hadn't sorted out. So Drew Broughton, for those who don't know, is a former player as well, and now turned fear coach for high performance sports athletes. So, but he talked about his challenges and also how fear can impact a player's mindset, but not just players. I think people.
Yeah. And
I sort of came away from that episode and reflected on things and where I was in my life that I probably needed to address.
Yeah.
And so I've been on my own little personal journey since January, dealing with all sorts of kind of difficult challenges, as it were. So without that Drew Broughton episode, I don't think that seed would have been planted. Yeah. And I think that's one of the things about this podcast is we're not there to tell people how they should be, how they should act, who they should support, whatever. But I suppose what we try and do is signpost.
Yeah.
If we signpost something towards a men's mental health chat charity or Amber's Army, cancer charity, or it sparks something in someone's mind to go and then do whatever they need to do.
Yeah.
Then that's great.
Yeah.
So Beyond the South Stand episode for me has to be the Wayne Jones one that we did over the summer. So close season, we were like, well, what are we going to do whilst everyone's on break and there's no football? Well, we thought about talking to fans of clubs who have either got promoted through the EFL, got into Europe or won a cup. And so we ended up talking to Wayne Jones, who's a Wrexham fan.
Yeah.
And Wayne Jones features on the Welcome to Wrexham documentary as the hotel manager of the Turf. But why I loved that episode so much was because we were, like, I always bang on about this, but my family's from Wales and I've got quite a proud heritage of that place. And it just to go through the journey of Wrexham, where they've come from and the trials and tribulations to where they are now, I just thought it was really interesting to have that insight and how much the Welcome to Wrexham series has done for Wrexham and the surrounding community.
Yeah, 100%.
So I think it's a bit too easy to beat them with that stick.
Yeah.
But equally, if they're doing something amazing for the local area, then what's the problem?
No, definitely. I think honourable mentions as well for the Gary Holt and Stuart Webber episodes as well. I think they're both exceptional, and in fact, these sports professionals that want to come and give their story, and they can offer a very, very different perspective to no disrespect to the normal fan, but they can offer a very different perspective. They've lived and breathed it.
Yeah,
I think it was great to hear their stories and that from their time at Norwich.
Yeah, and absolutely. And I really hope that anyone who's watching this has seen those episodes and enjoyed what you've seen, because it does look, without going too much into detail, it takes quite a bit of work from everyone part of this team to get this stuff done and across the line. It's not something that just happens in a vacuum overnight.
No.
So moving on, just tell us what's next. What are we doing next? Where are we going
What's next? Yeah, I think that's $1 million question. I think we're just going to keep going with the fan stories on Beyond the Barclay. So upcoming episodes, which actually probably have already gone out by the time that we send this out, is Neville Townsend forces to Canaries. So we'd love to speak to some more supporters groups as well.
Yeah, 100%.
Of any of you that live far-flung regions of England, Europe, the world. We'd love to hear your journeys, much like Killian. We're also going to continue with the South Stand series. Speak to some more. So a lot of the fans we talked to last season, we'll talk to them, not necessarily them again, but we'll talk to the same clubs. But there's lots of clubs we haven't spoken to yet.
Yeah.
The likes of Wrexham. Yes, we spoke to Wrexham over the summer, but not on a South Stand episode.
Yeah.
So there'll be plenty of those opportunities as well, and we've also we've got Canary Club.
The Canary Club.
The Canary Club coming up in October. So that's the first instalment of. Well, I'll let you just talk about the Canary Club.
Canary Club's another one of your harebrained schemes, wasn't it?
Yes, yeah. Yeah, we've been taking a run with, yeah.
Yeah, well, you've got to do these things.
Yeah.
So Canary Club is it sort of forms on the back of the Christmas special that you did last year, where we talked to fans of clubs nicknamed the Canaries.
Yeah.
So Hitchin, Carnarvon, Nantes in France is really hard to say.
France.
Dina and Fenerbahce and so on. So the plan is, again, to kind
Leave
of
a bit
go...
of a sour taste in the mouth, Medina, doesn't it?
Yeah. So the plan is to go to these different Canary clubs and sort of, I guess, just highlight what their clubs do for their community.
Exactly.
As well as spread the word of Norwich City, kind of what we are doing as a collective.
Yeah.
Also, what I'm really excited about is talking to grassroots football clubs and getting a little bit more of a handle on grassroots clubs around the UK and what they do for their local community and how to kind of get involved in more grassroots things. Because without grassroots football, there isn't players going through the football pyramid.
No.
So it's something that I think, is quite close to both of our hearts, given that your experience as well.
Yeah.
From that's your kind of background more than mine.
No, 100%. No, I think you're right. It's invaluable. I think there's so many different clubs up and down the country, not just Norfolk, that rely on their local community to give them the support. And yes, we're all Norwich fans. Majority of us, the people that be watching this are Norwich fans. But you've got Dereham, you've got Kings Lynn, you've got Wroxham. All of these clubs that if Norwich aren't playing at home, I'd actively encourage you to go and follow that team. It costs minimal to get in. They're all run by volunteers. You can go and have a pint, have your pint whilst you're watching the football if you're that way inclined, or just food as well. It's great for kids because they can run all the way around the perimeter of the pitch. It's a really great thing to do. So yeah, one of our big focuses this year is going to be that grassroots element and supporting. I don't know if we mentioned, but supporting the ladies.
Yeah, of course.
Women's section as well.
The women's podcast All in Yellow, which I'll name drop again. But it's for growing elements of Norwich City Football Club, and so it's important to kind of showcase that and support that as best we can. As we sort of move forward through the season. So, I guess all that's left to be said is happy birthday to you.
I was just a bit perturbed there because something was moving in that side of the room. But carry on, sorry.
It's okay.
You're actually singing happy birthday?
I was actually, yeah.
Don't.
Okay, so...
You can do...
all that's left to be said is...
You can do a special birthday random question of the week.
Oh, I can't spin on the chair though.
Nah, I'd imagine it.
So you want me to come up with a special random...
Maybe just stand in the corner and... No, don't do that because then it's...
Yeah.
Just...
random... have I ever done this in person?
Not in person.
Is this going to creep you out?
No.
It will.
It'll be fun.
You ready?
Yeah, go on.
Random question of the week.
Yeah, good. Yeah, all right.
So...
No one saw what I just saw. Just to point that out. Go on, carry on.
So, you turn the big 4-0 next year, don't you, mate? The big 4-0.
Yeah, I do. Yeah. Well, no, I don't look at it. Yeah, whatever. Yeah.
What would you hope? What mega ultimate NCFC themed birthday gift event pleasure ride would just smack the 40th birthday on the head? What would you hope for under that birthday tree?
Call up to the first team squad, really. So, yeah, Liam Manning gives me a call on the 12th and says, Jez, we're one man short. Can you come and play for us? Oh, yeah, it's fun. Yeah.
And where would you play?
Centre forward.
Of course.
No, seriously. I don't know, really. I mean, Norwich City related. Just 3 points, really. I know that sounds really minimalistic, but...
you know what I'd like to see for you, and I might be... If I can pull some strings, I'll try and make this happen. You, daubed in yellow body paint on one side, green body paint on the other with a yellow and green afro wig.
Yeah.
And obviously you're wearing under shorts or something.
Right.
And a lap of honour around the pitch on your 40th. And I think we can make it happen.
Yeah, I'm sure you can.
I'll have a word.
Yeah.
I know some people.
Yeah. Okay.
So that's it.
What about you?
No,
when you turn 40?
That's a joke.
In 15 years' time.
What would I do? I think a party boat, like in the shape of like an old school steamer down the Mississippi style, on the Broads, with Norwich City legends like Jeremy Goss, Chris Sutton, Brian Gunn, Miguel Ignazi Miguel. I knew you'd love that. That's my. Do you know about that? I've told you about it, haven't I?
No.
That's my Norwich City rare player top trump.
What, Ignazi Miguel?
Yeah. Powerful player for us. And that would be it.
Nice.
I'd have some good times. Pork pies, sausage rolls, cheese and pineapple on sticks.
Yeah.
All the villains.
What was it when Alan Partridge does he go to a Burnley Inn, doesn't he? He said, I'll treat you to a steak meal at the Burnley Inn. Maybe that could be my 40 if I could go with like Rule Fox or something. Me and Rule just having a steak meal at the Burnley Inn.
You never got me a birthday card.
No, well, I am the birthday card.
Oh dear.
I don't know your address, do I? Your birthday was off season.
And that's the way it's going to stay.
Yeah, exactly.
Derham's a big town.
Yeah. But no, I think that thank you for everything you do, and obviously Ben that's here today as well. And if you are in the area, please do come and visit this fantastic museum. We've just had the pleasure of having a little, well, more than a little, but a walk around. And there is some really good exhibitions here. With Coleman's Mustards, Start Right.
Yeah, that's right.
Norwich City.
Yeah.
All of the trades of Norwich, the old weavers are up there as well, isn't it? And it's just such a great facility, and I think it's a bit of a hidden gem of the city. So if you have never heard of it, I would fully recommend going up. And what is your best feature of this place, would you say?
I would say the best feature has to be the old Samson and Hercules pillar that they rescued and restored.
Yeah.
Because they lost, I think that's Hercules, but I think they lost Samson because.
Right.
So basically, they're wood carvings, and they over the years people just painted on the pillars over and over and over, and it sort of degraded it. But they saved one of them, and it's situated upstairs. But equally, like learning about the city as a mercantile city, and it's sort of testament to how it is as a city now.
Yeah.
Like it's still very much like that. It's still got that sort of mercantile, independent, bespoke spirit.
Yeah.
And I think that's why the city is so attractive to so many people, and it's something that the citizens of this place should be proud of, and learn a bit more about here.
No, definitely. And also, has the Russell Kane lookalike work dried up yet, or is it still in full flow?
And on that note...
and on that note, Morgan, just to interrupt you, we have actually got our final segment of birthday messages from our previous guests. Take it away, guys.
Hi, fellow Beyond the Barclay crew members. Killian here, your Irish Flying Canary. Just a short message to wish the podcast a fantastic first birthday. Little did I know when Jez had me on the podcast as a previous fan of the season and international travelling canary that it would be the start of such a fabulous journey. I've enjoyed so much contributing to the podcast with the O'Grady Outlook and O'Grady Away Day podcasts, as well as joining some of the special edition podcasts. I love tuning in every week to hear the latest podcasts, and I'm excited to see what happens in the second year. But let's first celebrate the first year in style. Happy birthday, and thanks for the opportunity.
Hi, Izzy here. I just wanted to wish Beyond the Barclay a very happy first birthday. It's been such an honour to be part of such an amazing thing with my own segment all in yellow. But my favourite memory has got to be right back at the start when I got to come on as a guest fan right at the end of the season. So thanks for everything Beyond the Barclay and happy birthday.
Right, so we are approaching Beyond the Barclay's first year anniversary in September. I just want to give hold a massive credit to everyone involved. So Izzy, Jez, Morgan, Killian, everyone involved in the Beyond the Barclay podcast, videographers, editors, etc. Because I think if I look back to when I joined back in February, I think the strides and stuff that we've made to grow in the podcast, to bringing on guests like Stuart Webber, Connor Southwell, for example. There's a lot of brilliant guests now that we're getting onto the podcast. But yeah, I just want to give it all credit to Jez and Morgan, who's sort of really behind it, providing a platform for everyone to grow as well. It's not just a podcast that's growing, it's everyone involved in it that's growing as well. So yeah, I just want to wish Beyond the Barclay a very good first birthday, and the first of many years, I'm sure.
Hello, Beyond the Barclay podcast, and a very happy first birthday. I was the first ever guest of Beyond the Barclay, so it's been a wild ride since. Anyway, hope there's many more to come.
Hello everyone, the Gun Show here, and it's time to say a very happy birthday to the Beyond the Barclay podcast. So congratulations, Jez and Morgan, for establishing something that's a nice look behind the Citadel at Norwich City, and a true boon to everyone who hopes for the very, very best for everyone that wears yellow and green.
Happy birthday. This might be the only greeting you get filmed inside a toilet, but I felt you needed to see my Norwich wall. Last time I spoke to you, I think, was probably when I was on a stopover at Singapore airport. So the one thing you get from me is interesting venues. Happy birthday, guys.
Hello all, Chris here from the Canary Guys podcast. You join me in front of my dance setup, as it's currently the best backlight I can use. Just wanted to give a birthday shout out to the Beyond the Barclay podcast. The boys have asked me to recount some of my favourite memories in celebration. I've been watching the podcast for a while, to be fair, but the best memory has got to be, not to plug our own podcast, but the Canary Guys podcast episode with the quiz where we invited them on. It came in very last minute, but they were an absolute pleasure to work with. We've loved collaborating with them so far. We know there's more in the pipeline, and we're very excited to get going. So, yeah, happy birthday, boys. Here's to more.
Hi, Jez and all the crew at Beyond the Barclay podcast. It's Ken Slot here from the Irish Canaries. Just want to say a massive happy birthday to the podcast, and it was such a good time to talk about my infatuation about Wes Houlihan and also about the Irish Canaries as well. So yeah, happy birthday, best of luck for the coming season. It's 1 AM here, so I'm just about to off to Carroll for the first game of the season, and hope to catch you all soon on the Ball City.
Hi, Jez and Morgan and the rest of the Beyond the Barclay team. I just want to wish you happy birthday and congratulate you on a fantastic year of which has seen the show go from strength to strength. Currently at Cheltenham Station, about to go to Portsmouth away. Let's hope it's a better result than the Portsmouth home game where I met Jez and Morgan at the Fat Cat and Canary. Yeah, I loved being on the show. Thank you ever so much for giving me the opportunity to go on it, and I wish you all the best on the Ball City.
Hi, David here, otherwise known as Branston Pickle. I was third up on Beyond the Barclay, and I'd like to wish him a happy birthday. Have a good one, Jez. Cheers.
Hi all, David Spud Fornell here. As you're all well, I'm a Norwich City fan, and I just want to wish a happy first birthday to Beyond the Barclay podcast. Jez and Morgan, the guys who run it, do a fantastic job, and if you haven't heard of them, I highly recommend it because they produce some fantastic stuff, from old stuff to new stuff, following Killian from Ireland over, and some of the stuff what Adrian Coops does. But yeah, fantastic stuff. I look forward to hearing a lot more, and yeah, all the best. Thanks so much for producing all the good stuff.
Hi chaps, Chris Abbs here. Just wanted to wish Beyond the Barclay a very happy first birthday. I was lucky enough to be the guest on episode number 2 way back last September. Morgan, he was obviously guest number 1 on the first episode, and on my episode Jez referred to an Irish gentleman who flies in for all the home matches in his Norwich shirt, and we all know who that is. So yeah, the podcast has come on leaps and bounds in the last 12 months. I really enjoy hearing from away fans to get a perspective from the other side of the fence, if you like. And yeah, well done all, great work, keep it up, and look forward to listening for years to come.
Happy anniversary, Beyond the Barclay podcast. Or is it the Guardian Football Week? No, it's Beyond the Barclay podcast. It's Gulliver Hughes here. My episode was great because I got to talk to Jez for the first time properly after knowing him for a long time online. Very impressed with what's happened since, podcasting wise, and here's to many more.
Happy birthday Beyond the Barclay podcast from beneath the stage here at the Lokeren Festival in Belgium, where I'm on tour with the Pet Shop Boys at the minute. This is what happens underneath the stage. Happy birthday, Jez and Morgan in the podcast. I'd like to point out that Jody the Roadie, me, I am currently the holder of the longest episode of the podcast along with the boys. I think we came in at an hour and a half talking pure waffle, and I'd like to also point out that every time my name is brought up in the podcast, it's not for working with Coldplay, it's not for working with Chris Brown or Travis Scott or Madonna, it's for roundabouts in Milton Keynes. My name has become synonymous with roundabouts in Milton Keynes. Happy birthday Beyond the Barclay on the Ball City.
Hi Jez, it's Matt Colley here. Just wanted to wish Beyond the Barclay a very happy birthday. Another year, another new manager. Was really optimistic about Dorup back in November when we did our pod. Now we're looking forward to a new season under Liam Manning, and yeah, I'm optimistic again, but it's the hope that kills you. Look forward to maybe coming on again next season. Take care, mate.
Hi there, happy birthday to the Beyond the Barclay podcast. It was an utmost pleasure for me to be invited to the show, and I hope there will be many shows everyone can follow.
Yo, happy birthday to everyone at Beyond the Barclay podcast. Well done on the last year of work, and I look forward to the upcoming football season to see what you guys produce. Peace out.
Good afternoon from sunny Cornwall. Just thought I'd quickly message to say happy birthday to the Beyond the Barclay podcast. Loved coming on, seeing Jez and having a good chat about all things Norwich. Still think Matt was probably the funniest one that was on there, but hey ho, I'll let you choose that. Anyway, peace and love. Happy birthday, Beyond the Barclay.
Hi Jez, hope you're well, pal. Enjoyed being on the pod a few months back. Looks like you're doing a great job. Wishing you all the best for the next season. Be good to see you back up in the Prem. Always a good away days that, and always competitive games between the two of us. So yeah, congratulations on reaching a big milestone. I look forward to joining you on there again in the future, hopefully. All the best, pal. Bye bye.
Hello boys, and happy birthday. Really enjoyed that piece I did with you a wee while back. Really looking forward to a couple of games time when we entertain you at Fratton Park. Looking forward to the game. Would love to be with you for your birthday party, but busy. Take care, talk soon.
Beyond the Barclay, happy birthday. Great podcast from everyone at Carnarvon Town FC. We enjoyed the Canary special a few months ago, so good luck with everything, and hopefully catch up with you soon. Up the Canaries.
Just want to say happy birthday to Beyond the Barclay podcast. I did it last season, just after the 6-1 win v Plymouth. It was a good chat with Jez, discussing all things Norwich and looking back at previous players we'd seen, best 11 that I'd seen for Norwich and who I'd included, and discussing if fans could put players who they never seen in it but had heard that they were really good, which I disagreed with a lot.
Happy birthday to Beyond the Barclay podcast from everyone at Cardiff City World. Keep up the great work, guys, and all the best for the rest of the season. Hopefully see you next year.
A massive happy birthday to the Beyond the Barclay podcast. I really enjoyed recording my episode, reminiscing about the European tour many years ago. It's been great to listen to all of the videos and clips from everybody that travels across the country to follow Norwich City. Happy birthday, lads.
Hey guys, Jeff98 here. Big happy birthday to the Beyond the Barclay podcast. My favourite moment has to be Daniel Emery slating the Carrow Road sausage rolls. It's not my favourite moment at all because Carrow Road sausage rolls are amazing and I will be eating them all season.
Hi Jez, hi Morgan. Just wanted to wish you your podcast happy birthday.
and I'm just about ready to watch Blues versus Ipswich. Come on, the Blues!
Just like to wish a happy birthday to the podcast. Boys are doing a sterling job and I love listening to every week. Take care.
To everyone at the Beyond Barclay podcast, happy birthday, many happy returns from everybody from All Things Sky Blue.
Do you want to do your usual?
Thanks for watching, everyone. Here's to another great year. Happy birthday to the podcast, and thanks to everyone that's involved. If you enjoyed this episode, please like and subscribe on YouTube for more great content. You can follow us on all of our social media channels, Facebook, Instagram and X, and TikTok, obviously. And this will also be available on all of our podcast channels, and we're available across all of those. Spotify, you name it.
Everything.
You name it. Apple Podcasts, a lot. I've been Jez Davies.
And I've been Morgan Hewitt.
Oh my God, you can't be
Here's
that.
to one more year.
That is David Brent, isn't it? It's where he like massages it.
That's all for this episode of Beyond the Barclay. Thanks for listening and supporting the podcast. If you enjoyed it, be sure to follow, leave a review and share it with fellow Norwich City fans. We'll be back soon with more insight and discussion from around Carrow Road. Until then, on the Ball City.